Representative Mike Gallagher presented posthumous medals to a Wisconsin veteran who served in World War II.
Albert Spiegel rose to the rank of Master Sergeant during his 3.5-year deployment. Albert graduated from Tigerton High School and got his degree at Green Bay Business College in 1936 before deciding to join the military in 1941. Spiegel also continued his service after the war as a commander of the American Legion. Gallagher recognized Spiegel for his exemplary service and says he was honored to present the medals and decorations.